All right. We have Target Shopping Carts versus Nancy Drew crew here. Target Shopping Carts with a quick ban on a Darius, followed by a ban from not Iron Dragons. That is the wrong graphic.
This is game 4. It is Target Shopping Carts versus Nancy Drew crew. Sure to be a good one, as we are in Champion Select.
Never pick a fight you can't win.
Current bans are Darius and Shaco, which is a very curious ban, on the side of Nancy Drew crew, or is it Target Shopping Carts here? Which side is which?
Target Shopping Carts is blue side. In the top lane is Corey. Jungle will be A-Kid12. I will Creamy in the mid lane. Coochie and Mikey in the bot lane.
There is the Aphelios ban. It is pretty intrinsic to the ban process at the point.
So this is should be a pretty good matchup, despite Target Shopping Cart's record being 1-6. They are a fairly new team. They redid their entire roster a couple weeks ago, and had to play Iron Dragon for one of the games. So no shame in losing that match for sure. It'll be interesting to see how they face up against Nancy Drew crew, who has also been looking pretty strong here in the past couple weeks.
First pick Pantheon for Nancy Drew crew. Followed by a Lee Sin. Looks like it's probably like top lane Pantheon, jungle Lee Sin. I can't imagine Lee Sin ever going anywhere else.
Yeah, Love Cherry Motion is actually a sub for Nancy Drew crew here. Has not played with them before. It's be interesting to see if he's able to pop up on this Pantheon and how he plays in general.
I'm always excited whenever I have these subs that we haven't seen before, because it's such a coin toss. Are they secretly challenger? Are they not? Who knows? We'll find out.
We have had no Anivia ban, and Froggen on Bad Day has played some disgusting Anivia games, and there it is.
And that was a quick pickup, very quick pickup. He was like, "It's open. I'm taking it. I want it."
He knew what he wanted. He was ready. So it did leave the Anivia pick open. Be interesting to see if they do pay for that one.
That's probably like Anivia into Vladimir. I'd say that's a bad matchup for Anivia, but like Froggen on a Bad Day is really good.
Yeah, he's definitely played a lot of games on Anivia. Definitely knows how to be effective on this champion.
Ash banned off, trying to narrow down those 80 carry options here. Followed by Morgana, not wanting to play into that. A lot of people seem to be rather intimidated by the Morgana. I find it to be not a real issue in my games, but
we do know that is Brown's go-to ban.
It is most certainly Brown's go-to ban. He hates it.
That and Diana, right?
No. If that guy has ever asked to ban Diana, he will literally go on a 30-minute rant, the entire length of the game, as to why he shouldn't have wasted the ban on Diana.
Oh, more afterwards could not be spoken.
That is the Nautilus picked off. Pretty heavy on the support ban this game. Caitlyn picked up for Nancy Drew crew. Could be solid.
And Mikey...
Team Cup really supports that long-range ADC.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Mikey is also pretty new. As I said, Target Shopping Carts is pretty new. Their entire roster is pretty new, but he has played at least a couple Thresh games and been very strong. And there it is.
His AD carry play is pretty solid too. He was in our scrub game. I actually supported him. He knows his way around bot lane.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely this new Target Shopping Carts roster is souped up. I do not believe they are deserving of a 1-6 record.
No, just a rough start, but there's still plenty of league left. They can claw their way up to try to put off a good end result here. This will be a great kind of litmus test of a game here. So hopefully we can see it all mesh together and put on good results. Zyra pick into Lucian Thresh seems a bit unique.
That is
Zyra
fair.
looking to do high damage here. Mind you, it pairs really well with the Anivia.
And Caitlyn, especially in the
and
bot lane. Caitlyn
Yeah.
Zyra is a very obnoxious lane.
Zyra just kind of out of favor at the moment for larger, more CC-ish champions. She doesn't have a stun, she has a root, and she doesn't have any like good saving strats for her carry. Her ult's a good knockup, but requires some setup, and with the fast-paced state of the game at the moment, it could be an issue.
Well, that is true. It is always very dangerous, or risky is a better word, to gank Zyra lane because of the sheer amount of... She does have the Q stun, she does have the plants just to poke out people, and a lot of just initial harass before anyone can even actually get to them. So,
Yeah.
always gotta be careful with ganking a Zyra lane.
Yep, she's just currently not in favor. That being said, if you can catch the enemy team with a Zyra ult and then drop down a Nivea's ult inside of that, that's just absolutely backbreaking.
Oh, for sure. Interesting, we do actually see no trade coming out. It looks like Creamy will be in the jungle in this game on Olaf. My kid will be switching to mid lane.
Player's slightly out of order.
My kid is usually the jungler for target shopping cards.
Okay, it looks like they just swapped roles for this game. Due to champ select process and whatnot. It's always nice having players that can play multiple positions.
If we do take a look at the team comp for target shopping cards, they do have Jax and Vladimir, both very good late game champions. And on the side of Nancy Drew Crew, aside from Anivia, looking pretty early game oriented.
Alright, so you put me on the spot last game. I'm going to put you on the spot this game. How do you think this is going to turn out?
How I think this is going to play out? Alright. Nancy Drew Crew has been looking increasingly stronger in the past couple weeks. But I think Target Shopping Carts is honestly like a sleeper team here, especially because of their record. I like the new roster a lot. I think the kid is a really solid player. Mikey's a solid support. I really like the new roster. I think that my prediction is that they're going to snowball this game pretty quickly with their scaling comp and then just be impossible to deal with. But even if Nancy Drew Crew is able to pick up an early lead here, I still have my money on target shopping cards in this one. So I'm going with target shopping cards. What do you think?
Are you willing to bet my paycheck on it?
See, there's lots of more information I could use here to make that decision, but I'm just going to go ahead and say no, because Nancy Drew Crew is definitely a solid team. Definitely on top of their game right now.
There goes my chance at a race.
So you're going with Nancy Drew Crew.
I think Nancy Drew Crew has this. Frogging on a bad day, got his Anivia, and he is an absolute house.
You are not
on
wrong.
Anivia. Now, target shopping carts definitely coming into fruition here, but they're still a relatively new team to each other. And I just don't think that they're quite ready. Now, individual play may be good, but I think they're probably going to be lacking the actual team play mechanics of the game. They haven't had time to mesh. Not like these other teams.
It's a fair prediction. But we'll see who ends up being correct, though, in this one. Hint, it's going to be me.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah. Target Shopping Cards has got this one.
Alright.
We are loading into game, though. And obviously...
Keep you on that.
What was that?
I said I'll keep you on that.
Keep me on that? All right. Well, we will have to see, of course.
When I renegotiate our contract, and I'm right, I want But you'd remember that I was right.
We'll need something in writing then.
Yep, and we'll have to get that handled.
Yeah, we should start keeping track of casters' records on predictions. That would be interesting.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to start doing that.
Maybe have a little bit of a in-house league of our own, where we take
Prediction league.
team. Yep, a prediction league.
We'll have to get right on that.
Yep. We'll have to get one of our wonderful behind-the-scenes individuals to set that up for us.
But before we can do that, first we have this great game about to unfold. Target Shopping Cards versus Nancy Drew Crew. Game 4 of the day to wrap it up.
Yeah, hopefully it is a doozy.
I could see this being a very close game, honestly. I know I was talking about Target Shopping Cards in my prediction. I do think they will win, but I could also see this being a very, very competitive game. Teams are rolling out. Will we see a 5-point start? Doesn't look like it.
Even better, can we see an invade? I'd like an invade for 200, Jim.
Invade for 200. Doesn't look like we're gonna see either.
No.
It's close to a 5-point start from Nancy Drew Crew here though, but not quite.
Yeah.
Close enough, right? No, it's close. They're at least doing their due diligence.
Yeah, just making sure that all the entrances to the jungle are covered. Pretty straightforward, solid play.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like both junglers. Actually, looks like King George may be starting wolves here.
That would be
Interesting.
That's a
route.
thing like Lee Stins can do.
Will not be opting for the level 2 red buff gank.
Yeah. Doesn't want to go buff gank. He wants to probably like go wolves into blue in a grump, and he could like do an early gank on bot lane like that way.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on Lee Sin pathing, but I'm not a huge fan of this pathing because wolves is not one of the camps, so you can do a 3-camp level 3 first clear on. You have to do the buffs or Krugs and Gromp to do that. So if he's not starting red buff and doing a level 2 gank, I would look to see doing a level 3 camp clear gank. But we'll see what he ends up doing here.
You know, once again, Froggen on a bad day, putting in some work mid lane. Just gonna go ahead and get some pop damage onto a kid. Wants to set the tone for that lane early. Now, a kid on the Vladimir is going to heal up pretty quickly. Meanwhile, top lane, Love Cherry Motion, putting in some work, pops down the Ignite onto Corey, who's not going to go down to it, but he's going to get real low. He might have to back here, but Creamy coming in for the gank, thinking about it, wants it. He's going to go for it. Stun goes down. He's in the minion wave. He can't follow us up, but bot lane, we get our first blood. Makey getting the hook off. That was very clean. Kuchier gonna get in a bad spot here. Flash burn, but there's the headshot. Oh, that is a good clean kill.
1 kill trading to both sides here. I will actually say I did make a mistake. King George did clear the entire bot side jungle and get level 3 off of that.
And going into the jungle invade. Okay, I see what he's going for.
Yes, I forgot with the new... I always had a complete brain slip there with the new jungle changes that you can just clear the Gromp side of jungle completely and get level 3 still.
Lee Sin deep into enemy lines. Meanwhile, mid lane, Froggen on a bad day, in danger. Puts up the walls, gonna slow him down, but he's gonna keep eating.
King George is here.
His arrows. Gets the stun, deals more damage. King George kind of in a bad way though. He could die here. Both of these could die here. There's the Anivia egg. King George flashes out, but gets executed anyway. Froggen on a bad day, gonna die. That's big. Froggin on a bad day tried to set the tone, but ended up being part of the tone himself.
It's 2 more kills going to target shopping carts here. Jumping out to an early, almost 1,000 gold lead. Kills spread pretty evenly here between jungle, mid, and bot.
Yeah, no one really funneled onto
do
at
have
the
a fight
moment.
going on. Love Cherry and Corey both very low, but Corey will be dropping to Love Cherry's Pantheon. Grabbing a kill for himself, and he is up a decent amount of CS too. He has about a 20 CS lead on top of that, so Pantheon may be running away with this lane here.
That visual update on Pantheon was so needed. He used to look so awful compared to now.
Oh, for sure. Proportionally, of course. Respectively.
Kuchi here eating a lot of damage here. Houses are on sale, putting on some good poke. All off the back of that ult, or not ult, but root of a Zyra. And that's going to force Lucia to back here.
Forces Lucian to back. King George may be about to path into his blue side jungle here, and the Infernal Dragon is up. Looks like
Now,
maybe
that's
King
not
George will be going into the river instead.
Yeah, that's not a bad back for Lucian here. He still gets his BF off that back. So it's about when he wanted to shop anyway.
Yeah, whenever you can back and pick up a BF sword, always a good day.
King George hovering around top here. He's not smart up on the wards, but like Corey's playing pretty defensively. I think he's going to get out of here just fine.
Both junglers here, potentially on a
Instead, going
collision
for
path.
the counter jungle.
The axe will land on King George.
Creamy should win this fight. If he stays. Yep, he's going to just back out. Love Cherry Motion coming in. Corey comes in with the hop, going for it, trying to get some damage on. That's a lot of damage on a Cherry, but Froggin on a bad day is coming in from the backside, followed by a Kid. More damage going out. That's a lot of damage on a Creamy. Froggin on a bad day is going to die here, though. I don't think he had flash available to get out.
Two early deaths here.
He did
on
not.
to Froggin. Not the start
Yeah.
they were looking for sure.
Nope. Looks like my predictions looking pretty good at the moment.
I don't know. I'd say I'd like target shopping carts' position in this game. Got 2 early kills on the Vladimir. Gets his scaling nice and going. Jax is definitely behind a little bit in this top lane, but nothing overwhelming yet. He can still just keep farming up and scaling up. No dragons taken yet. 7.
No, looking away from the dragons. Meanwhile,
Dash
top
there.
lane, Love Cherry Motion trying to get some damage down here.
Ignite out onto Corey.
Yep. Oh, he's low. This might get. Yep, just barely gets it on the last tick.
Second kill coming in for Love Cherry Motion here in this top lane.
Now that Panth, if he can get fed, is going to have a whole lot of impact to this mid game with that ult of his.
We do see Froggin rotating down. Their eyes may be over at some point taking this Infernal Dragon. Hook misses from Makey there. Root will land on the Kuchis. He will have to dash away.
Hook goes out, finds a minion.
Do you see King George pathing towards his dragon now as he may be looking to make a play for it?
It is pink, so it's pretty well safe.
Yeah, it's been pinked for a while too.
Yeah, I think he can quite easily just take this with without any
Yeah, Creamy's on the other
interference.
side of the map.
Olaf's top lane, so yep. This dragon will go over to the side of Nancy Drew crew. I actually think that Froggin on a bad days like coming here may have been a tell. They probably could have kicked it clean without that assistance, but
Luckily for them, no one was even remotely in the area.
yeah.
Creamy will be spotted out on this Herald here. Well, it looks like he may be taking it anyways.
Yeah. No one's coming to answer this. Meanwhile, top lane, Love Cherry in motion, going in on Corey, trying to get this, getting him down pretty low.
Yeah, Corey really needs to be careful here.
Yeah,
The wave's
Olaf's
pushing.
still just casually doing his thing. I think they're going to get this. Yep. It seems like no one's going to try to stop them, and that is a Rift Herald picked up.
Yeah, even if they notice that the Herald never returned to the pit, King George is on the other side of the map down here. Really not much they could do to contest this. Smart play from Creamy there and target shopping cards. The Herald is dropped mid lane.
Yeah, I actually like Herald early over Drag. It just helps you snowball better. Dragons 1 and 2 don't matter near as much as Dragons, 4, 5, and 6.
And we do see Panthenol coming in from the top lane. Cherimosh getting burst down very quickly.
A lot of burst, but he's taking a lot of damage here. Kid low, having to pull out. Froggen on a bad day, looking to get this kill. Flash
will
burn
come
to
out.
keep a kid alive.
So almost a couple kills there being picked up for Froggen. Unfortunately, 0 obtained.
Yeah, like I was saying, I prefer Rift Herald towards the early game, just because it helps you get, you might have to give up Dragons 1 and 2, but if it helps you secure Dragons 3 through 7, then it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I've definitely seen a lot, at least in my solo queue games already, of a team will pick up a first 2 Drakes or so, and then even 3 sometimes, and just are unable to get any more because they just end up being behind.
Yeah, if you put too much importance on what is essentially a mediocre buff early on, like individual dragons aren't strong, but lots of dragons are.
The Ocean Drag is definitely a buff that you can get utility from, just from having one.
Yeah, but all in all, it's like what, a 300 gold item, basically equivalent worth of stats.
But definitely most of the dragon buffs pretty much just there to stack up for the soul.
Yeah. Now, once you get to soul, then it's majorly game impacting, but until that point, it's
Have a little
often less
skirmish over the
effective.
scuttle.
Yeah.
Will be
Always
secured
love
by
little
King George.
King George getting the thing. No, he's fine.
Yeah, we'll ward hop to safety. Use the blast cone.
Let's go. Yeah, save the ward hop.
Cherry may be in a bad position here as the counter strike will land, stunning him.
Yeah,
Not taking
pops a
much damage
shield.
here, though.
Core taking a fair bit of damage in response. A kid maybe looking to. No, he's not gonna dive this. They're gonna walk away.
We do see
However,
4 members
2 more coming
from
up.
target shopping carts.
Mikey and Creamy looking at this. I think they're just gonna seize this tower down. I don't think they. Oh, maybe there's the flay.
Oh, what a hook!
Oh, what a predict! That was
Mikey
gorgeous.
making the plays on the Thresh once again. That was a really nice roam up here from target shopping carts.
Meanwhile, bot lane, house is on sale, getting the kill despite the fact that Lucian was under tower.
It's a pretty close game so far. Mono, what do you think?
Yeah, less than a K separating these two teams. Love Cherry probably needs to just back off here.
Yeah,
He
4
can't
members.
save the tower.
3 members.
Oh, he's gonna go and try. I think this is bold. Tower's gonna fall. He's gonna get CC'd. Flashes the flay. King George here though. Oh my god, what a long range hook. Cherry motion in a bad spot. Gonna die to the Jags.
Makey making more plays, man.
Just
Like,
the
he's
benefit to a
getting
very
a
well
fan
played.
for me. He's making a fan of me. Makey on this Thresh. The new Bunny Fufu / Mad Life. Makey. Definitely had some solid clips from week 4. If you want to check those out, make sure to watch week 4 highlight video on our YouTube channel, Amateur League Series, along with many more. You see target shopping carts with priority over this Dragon Pit as they do take it down. Zero
that will
contest.
Be a quick drag. Looks like Win sold this game. Now, that's movement speed on ult, which is really good for that Pantheon, and really good for that Anivia. So...
You see Makey. Oh, with another hook!
Another beautiful
My
hook.
goodness.
Doesn't care about the wall. Into the box. More damage. More kill.
Egg will drop. We do have members roaming up from the bot side, but they will be too late as Frog will
give
be
me
dropped.
a kid taking the kill. Makey really doing some work on this Thresh. Meanwhile, top lane got us a little fight going on. Stun goes off. Love Cherry Motion, just kind of poking down. But Olaf's here. Creamy looking to get this. Looks like he's going to pop his Ghost Blade to get out.
So while this game is pretty close in gold and in game state currently, as well as drags being tied 1-1, it is important to remember that A-Kid on Vladimir and Court on this Jax will be getting extremely big as this game progresses. It will be up to Anivia on this Froggen to scale along with them.
Up to Froggen on this Anivia, you mean?
Correct. Especially if Mikey is able to continue to land great hooks like these. Target
Creamy
Shepherd
getting the second Rift Herald.
2 Rift Heralds, true. Yeah, Target Shepherd should have no problem engaging in team fights at pretty much any stage of the game. Creamy may be in a bad position here. He does have backup from a kid.
Cherry Motion going 1v1 with Corey. Meanwhile, King George gonna walk away. Cherry Motion needs to go. He needs to go fast.
Oh, nice Anivia wall
that
there.
Froggen
Shut down.
with the wall going to save them. Meanwhile, Kuchihair getting the pickup onto Caitlyn.
A solo kill down that bot lane.
Yeah, behind tower even.
Rampage.
Another kid picked up. Another kill picked up by a kid, and Herald is dropped in top lane. Will crash and should allow them to take down this tier 2 top lane turret. A lot of members from Nancy Juku are rotating up.
Stun
Ultimate
goes
is
down,
popped from
unstoppable
Olaf.
popped.
Oh! If they
Not
didn't have that
quite.
DOT. If they did not have that DOT, I think they could see him.
Almost. It was almost a really good play.
That was almost really nice. Unfortunately, did not work out for him this time. Do see Corey getting spotted out here by King George. Trying to take this red buff away from Man's True Crew, but really too many members there to make this a smart
Got a blast
option.
on his way out. That was an interesting interaction.
King George following, maybe a little bit too
George
far.
in a bad position. Corey getting a lot of damage here from the Anivia, but it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, Love Cherry Motion coming in off the back lane, but Birdjar in a bad spot. A kid's just going to get an easy pick here off the back lane. Come in and get the frog in too.
That's a 3-for-1 in favor of target shopping carts there, despite having a really nice Anivia wall from Froggen, keeping 2 members of target shopping carts stuck in the pit. Almost a nice hook landing there from Makey. He's always got his eyes open. looking for those plays. Oh, another one.
Again, he is keeping everyone honest on their plays.
For sure.
Should be up again now. It looks like he's going to go for it. Misses again. Eats some tower shots. Maybe getting a little bit overconfident with that.
But they should be able to leave without consequence.
Yeah, Moby Boot's going to get him out of there real quick.
Yeah, and Dragon is spawning in about 10 seconds here. Makey will be resetting. The Anti-Juku should be able to get priority over this. If they want. Oh, we do see a reset coming in from Love Cherry Motion as well. And King George is on the wrong side of the map. So priority will be for target shopping carts here. They do start it up. We do have 2 members from the Anti-Juku lurking. Froggen looking for a big wall. Big play here.
Dragon going down quick. That's a lot of damage done. Ult pop.
Oh, my goodness.
Ult. What? An ult.
Looks like another missed smite in this game as well, as Houses did pick up that dragon. And
House
2 kills, 4-0.
The Olaf.
Really big play there from Mansi-Juku.
Meanwhile, top lane. Hori.
Yeah, someone from Mansi-Juku is going to get back and deal with this push. But if they can, it's still definitely a net positive for them. Looks like King George will get there in time, although he is taken pretty low.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And a turret picked up for Anti-Juku here as well. So definitely a good play for them. Picking up this drag, as well as some kills and a turret.
Love Cherry Motion looking like he was trying to get a pick onto the Jax, but the Jax gonna waltz right out of there.
$20 into this one, and only about a 1,500 gold difference between these two teams.
Very close.
You see Nancy Drew crew trying to clear out some vision control around this Baron pit, as it is the neutral objective currently up on the map. Dragon will not be spawning in for another 3.5 minutes.
Well, just some blind hooks from Mikey, trying to get the random pick. If there's not much going on, as a Thresh, it sometimes just behooves you to just throw hooks out randomly.
You get the ult from Olaf, but the engage is coming in.
3-man Jack stun, that is big, but the Xayah ult is going to do some more damage than it. Mikey in a bad spot. King George looking to get this kill. There goes the Caitlyn ult. It's not quite enough to kill, and then the kill's going to go off to Love Cherry Motion. They should get mid tower off of this. Pretty good shove.
I really thought when Corey jumped in there on the Jax with the Counter-Strike that they were going to get a pretty big wombo there, but didn't really have enough damage to follow up on it. And
yeah, it was very well answered by the Zyra ult.
Yeah, Nancy-Juku picking up a turret, kills, and Baron. Unless a kid has some sort of rabbit he can pull out of a match.
They're going to have to burst it down pretty good. Anivia's zoning out a kid here. But they're taking this Baron really slowly. Kid pretty low, gonna have to. He's gonna force them off a Baron. Gets the kill on the Caitlyn, and almost kills Love Cherry Motion. That was a very brave positioning on his part, but that will stop the Baron attempt.
Yeah, it is 1-1, but he does get him off the Baron. Really well done job there from a kid who has been living up to the role switch here from jungle to mid lane. As he is 7-2. Definitely scaling up here on this Vladimir. Nivea's Rod of Ages is also about to be fully stacked in just about another minute or so.
Corey in a bad spot here. Gonna get picked. Burns flash in the process, trying to stay alive. A little bit brave, a little bit wasteful. Score's tied up again. Gold's still super close.
Gold within 500.
Yeah, this is a very tight game.
One dragon difference. This is definitely living up to the potential hype. But definitely Target Shopping Cards going to come out with a win. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Evenly split down the caster's analyst desk, as well as on the rift with gold and dragons. Which team is going to make that next big play to really take control of this game?
Both teams really positioning hard around this dragon pit here.
Makey looking for that pick.
Really close. If that hook had landed, this could have turned into a team fight very quickly.
Nancy Drew Crew does have priority over this dragon.
Froggen on a bad day, doing his best to zone out the enemy team. Should be noted, Love Cherry Motion slightly out of position here, has ult up, so he can get in on this while split pushing, but also Corey top lane doing some really effective split pushing.
So they will start up the dragon.
Dragon.
Teleport is coming in from Corey.
Off to the backside. Red team, or good old Nancy Drew Crew picking up the drag pretty quickly.
Yeah, able to just
That's
take
their
the dragon
third
and leave.
drag, so now it becomes very imperative that Target Shopping Cart stop that fourth drag.
Yeah, good idea there from Target Shopping Cards with the teleport play and trying to get that numbers advantage, but really the dragon just bursted down way too quick for the play to actually take place.
Yeah, Caitlyn dealing a lot of damage at the moment. And if you have Indicera's Embrace and Leandre's fully stacked Rod, Froggen on a bad day is going to be doing a lot of damage. But Jax completed his Trinity Force and working on his Tiamat item. Both these teams looking pretty well built. This is going to be super close.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the closest games we have had so far in Season 1 of the ALS. Very exciting.
In the end, I think it's going to come down to the macro play. And I still argue that that's probably leaning more towards the side of Nancy Drew Crew, just on the having more experience playing with each other.
We did see that nice attempt at that teleport play on this dragon. We do see potentially a dive, although Makey does show up to protect his AD.
Yeah, I never want to dive.
Oh, Zyra ult here. Lots of damage coming out.
Low. Froggen on a bad day having to flash out. King George out of position. This is awkward, to say the least. Love Cherry Motion in the backline, just tanking everything. Gets the kill. Mikey gets the hook. I don't know how to call this team fight. Mikey getting low from all this.
Axe
King George
lands on the
also
King
low.
George.
A kid eating a lot of damage here. Pops, spells, stun goes off into a hook. It's just spelled back and forth.
Corey shows
Ball
up.
goes down, resurrect incoming, but he is by himself. He's gonna fall. Froggen on a bad day dies.
I didn't see where Corey was. I mean, he may have been in the bot lane and walked all the way up. I was not aware of his position throughout this fight. But also, Houses on Sale was not there for that. So
Yeah, that was just very sloppy positioning on the side of Nancy Drew Crew.
yeah, and really it's not on a string with each other with the fact that Corey was flanking there. Definitely should try to get that disengage a little bit earlier. Still less than 1,000 gold lead difference though. Almost 30 minutes into this one.
A super close game.
We will see a chance at the Dragon Soul in about 2 minutes here for Nancy Drew Crew.
Jax finishes out as a Titanic Hydra. That's a massive damage spike for him.
Yeah, Jax and Vladimir really definitely both getting towards those later game build spikes at this point.
Nancy Drew Crew looking to take down top tower real quickly.
Yeah, target shopping carts trying to rotate up, but it looks like they might not be in time.
No,
Maybe just
they're
in
gonna,
time. Just
they're
in
gonna
time.
just
Wave
barely
was,
stop that.
the wave was not in favor for Nancy Drew Crew.
Nope. A kid looking to come in on the flank here, gets spotted, still going in.
Nice flash.
Flashes in, trying to go in onto the Caitlyn, getting a lot of damage for his effort. Zyra ult goes down, finds
Flash from Jax.
just as Zonia's. That's a good disengage from King George. But that leaves them getting sieged.
Yeah, both lanes were being pushed, especially this mid lane. Froggen just able to push uncontested.
Meanwhile, bot lane, Love Cherry Motion following the Kuchier.
Lucian 1v1ing Pantheon here, and we do see Froggen able to actually take down the mid lane inhibitor turret before anyone was able to get there for him. His life may be the price here, though. The axe does actually
miss. He's gonna
miss.
wall up here and just walk away. He should be fine.
You see King George jumping onto Corey. Corey may be in a bad spot
coming
here.
in from the flank, though. He flash into a missed hook, but I want Creamy coming in with super speedy. Gets walled off again.
Froggen with these walls to cut off. I don't know. Froggen is so masterful on this Anivia for sure.
Now, Dragon is spawning here right now with a reset coming off of target shopping carts. They may be able to burn this down quick enough to get it.
Yeah, I don't see any
Dragon
way
Fall would
this is
be
contested.
huge.
This should be sold for Nancy Drew Crew.
Yep, and quick and easy pick. And that is massive on that Anivia, on that Zyra, on that Pant. I mean, this could be big. But is it enough to decide this game? That's the question. Nancy Drew Crew taking a second to reset here.
So with the Dragon Soul picked up, Baron definitely will be the next buff or neutral objective that these teams are turning their heads towards. Nancy Drew Crew, or Target Shopping Carts, excuse me, does have some vision priority at the moment, but looks like they may be pushed out here pretty quickly. We do see an
King
elixir
George
on
playing
Froggen.
some wars.
Nice
Got
wall.
some fight going on. A kid off to the stun. Gonna get popped before he has a chance to pull out. That's big. Love Cherry Motion using a stopwatch randomly. Maybe a fat finger there.
This inhibitor will be falling here for Target Shopping Carts.
Down bot lane. It's gonna get answered here in a second.
I think they need to reset and try to protect their base. They could end here. Do you see the teleport
Yeah,
coming in? It could be
Corey
canceled.
definitely,
Teleport
like-
canceled.
Oh yeah, very clean, very well done. Corey going to 1v1 with Love Cherry Motion. One Cherry Motion can't actually win this fight, I don't think, or shouldn't. Stun goes down, or
Cullen
he's
comes
got
out,
flash
try to clear
out,
these
but he
waves.
outplays him with the flash. Meanwhile, the Nexus is open. They're going to win here.
Yeah, this should be game for Nancy Drew Crew. A little bit of a macro slip up here from Target Shopping Carts. Take this one down.
Now,
Just like that.
now I don't want to be like, you know, I told you so.
Oh, it's going to be like that, huh?
But you know, I told you
I
so.
told you so. You know what? That's fair. I was pretty bold in my prediction for Target
Now-
Shopping Carts here.
Target shopping carts really are showing that they have the mechanics, though. They are very well skilled. Their pick draft phase went well. They're just lacking a little bit of team cohesiveness.
Do take a look at the damage charts. We do have a kid there sticking out with a lot of damage on this Vladimir compared to the rest of his team. And obviously Froggen's doing tons of work on this Anivia.
Yeah, just laying down the ult in the middle of a team does so much damage. It's not even funny.
But yeah, that was just a really close game that really was
Yeah, I mean, it really just came
Opened
down to
up
a little
there.
bit of macro play.
Yeah, just a little bit of a slip up on the rotation there from Mancy Drew Crew. Didn't get back to protect their base. And really just ended the game instantly. I do believe we will be able to get an interview here with Froggen on Bad Day. Just a moment.
While we wait on that, I would like to point out that the Pantheon did a fair chunk of damage.
Yeah, Low Chair definitely got ahead in this game in that top lane versus this Jax, but
Well, looks like we have Froggen on a Bad Day in here with us now. How do you feel that game went?
To be honest, it was pretty rough at first, but Love Cherry Motion definitely killed it top with King George. And we knew that if we were able to just shut down the Vlad, that it would be a much easier game for us.
I gotcha. What do you think was the deciding factor that game?
I honestly think it was they just didn't have enough vision control of Dragon, and then right out at the end, they made a big macro slip up, and I just got a really lucky wall on that the Vladimir, and that really turned the tides, killing the 8-3 Vlad, who is doing the most damage by far. Definitely changed the tide.
Yeah, you guys definitely popped him, stun into just massive damage. He didn't even have time to pull out. That was very well played.
I actually have a quick question here about Champion Select. When you have had a couple very strong performances now on Anivia, actually switching your name now to Froggen on Bad Day. How did you feel when you didn't see the Anivia ban coming out from Target shopping carts?
To be honest, at this point, we kind of expect it. Even when we play like Clash and stuff, it's almost perma-banned. But anytime it's through, I just gotta play it.
For sure, you definitely have had lots of solid performances on it, able to help your team pick up several W's in the past couple weeks. So this does move you guys to... Let me see if I can do this. 5-3. You guys are now 5-3. Definitely establishing yourselves as one of the top teams in the ALS for season 1. How do you guys feel your chances are moving into the last couple weeks here of the season and then into playoffs?
Well, to be honest, I don't really know what the schedule looks like, but if we have to face the two top teams, I know it's End and ID. Those are going to be some rough matches if we go against them, but we'll do our best to strategize if we do.
I'm not sure. Did you catch any of the Iron Dragon game today?
Yeah, I did.
The Master Yi funnel comp?
Yeah, if we see that again, it's getting banned.
For sure.
We don't know how to deal with it, and it crushed us last game.
Oh, you guys did play against it. I forgot about that. Last week. Well,
yeah, and they banned out my Anivia. Maybe that was the factor.
True. It could have been the fact that you did not grab that Anivia.
He's a pretty good counter on it, so.
What was that?
He's a pretty good counter to Anivia.
Oh,
you just
true.
cue the stun. Not much you can do.
Well, good job on this game, picking up another dub for you guys. Appreciate you joining us here.
Of course. Hope to see you guys next week.
For sure. All right, Mono.
So ends another day.
Correct. This is the conclusion of the conclusion of day 1 of week 5.
Yep, still have a whole other day of league to play. So come back tomorrow.
Yes, and also I'd like to give one final thank you to everybody who donated bits and subbed and gifted subs today. The support, we really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving us, and we hope to and intend to bring you guys better content every week and keeping on improving. So just appreciate it.
Yep. From the casters and the crew, we're tired of eating ramen. Please donate more.
True. All right, but yeah, that should do it for day 1 here, and we will see you guys back on the Rift tomorrow for day 2 at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you then.